Alright, let's see if you have any luck in getting out of prison today.
Footsteps.
You, on your feet.
What's going on?
You're being summoned.
What? Where? Why? Summoned, he said, not released.
Keep your mouth shut and come along. Don't give us any trouble.
Us. Too many guards for me to have much chance of escape. I'll have to go along with them.
Well, yeah, it's probably for the best.
My training has taught me that in a captive situation, biding your time and waiting for a better opportunity can be a mistake. You are already in a weaker position. Any time that you spend to strengthen yourself, your enemies can spend as well and more effectively. Surprise may be the only advantage available. If these men intended to kill me, it would be my obligation to escape at all cost. As things stand though, with Princess Cassidy alerted to my plight, my only real risk of death should be if I were caught trying to escape. Let's hope that's true and not just a comforting illusion.
I wonder what's going on. What are we being summoned for today?
The guards escort me through the palace back to the presentation hall. What's going on? There's no one here but the guards and a steward.
Where's the king?
No, here they come. A bubbling throng of gentility pours through the doors, laughing and gossiping merrily until they catch sight of me, the dangerous traitor. Then they clutch their pearls to their chests in fear, only to be shoved along by those behind them who haven't yet seen what the fuss is about. They weren't expecting to see me, so why have we been brought together? Suddenly, Princess Cassidy steps to the fore with Oscar close behind her.
Uh-oh.
Lords and ladies of Guelenor, noble guests and my esteemed parents, I have an announcement to make.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Earlier this week, while I walked outside of my palace, I was attacked by an assassin.
Oh, it's about this.
One of my own guards, or so I thought. There is no doubt in my mind that man intended to murder me. If the sight of me caused consternation, this news stirs the whole loft. The princess frowns slightly and holds up her hands, demanding silence so that she can continue. My life was only saved by the valiant efforts of one Miss Valois of Ascendoir.
Oh, snap. Well, thank you, but isn't this going to cause even more trouble?
The crowds are still swirling as someone tries to make their way through. Therefore, I hereby pardon her of all crimes and bestow upon her the title of Honorable. And at last, King Friedrich fights his way to the central dais.
This isn't going to be good. Lords and ladies, thank you for your attendance. You are dismissed.
Well, she's certainly done it now.
Oh my.
Only the king's voice could have directed so many through such disruption. Friedrich, it's spelled differently every time. Paloma, Oscar...
It is? I didn't even notice.
Yes, when it was under him, it said with IE, and in my text boxes, it's been EI, and I'm confused.
Huh.
Friedrich, Paloma, Oscar, Cassidy, and myself are gathered in a small room of the palace, completely circumscribed by guards. Outside, guests in various stages of fury or terror demand answers, only to be turned away. Inside, the king brings his own terror and fury to bear. See?
Thinking you have undermined the order of the kingdom for your own whims.
I did no such thing. It was you who did that. Everything you said about Madeleine was a lie and you know it. But I didn't challenge your proclamations. I didn't reveal your lack of honor to our people.
Oh, wow, she's getting bolder.
You say she's a traitor and a criminal. I say she's pardoned, so there.
You have created pandemonium by inventing the threat of assassination.
I didn't invent anything. It happened exactly like I said it did. He attacked me. Madeleine and Callum saved me. You did already know that, didn't you, Your Majesty?
Oh, no.
From the look on his face, it would seem that he didn't.
How could this have happened?
There truly was an assassin? How did you not know that? Didn't they tell you? Oscar, didn't you say anything?
Oh, Oscar, don't tell me you let us down after all that. No one asked me. What, really?
Idiot.
They didn't ask you, so you didn't bother saying, oh, by the way, there's also an assassin that tried to kill us. Ugh. Is there any proof of this tale?
If you don't trust me or Oscar or Madeleine or my brother, you can go out and look at the body yourself. They never cleaned it up. Unless someone has moved it by now.
Whoever was employing them, maybe.
A traitor in the guard ranks. This is terrible.
We must send for Callum. The Orph girl should be with him. Why would Dolores be with Callum? She has been assigned as his valet.
What? That's ridiculous. Why would you grant her such a position? She should have been in the dungeons, not Madeleine.
The royal family owes a debt of honor, the nature of which is not for these ears.
More important than the truth?
Well, I guess so. So is a lot of things, apparently.
Yes, it is. Those sad words puncture Cassidy's anger. I don't understand. I just wanted to set everything right. My darling girl, the world can never be set entirely right.
Bit naive.
The king dispatches a messenger to bring Callum and Dolores into this impromptu council.
Enemies against us. If this is true, do you know whose service this assassin was in?
All I know is that he called me an imposter and wanted me dead.
An imposter? Marionites. It must be.
Marionite? What does that mean? There are other possibilities.
Some kind of faction, I'm guessing? And they are even worse. Either way, there is a worm in the ranks.
A worm.
Now that our hand has been tipped, it will be much harder to investigate this man's connections. If you hadn't been so quick to force your bargains upon us, you could have uncovered the truth long ago. You never even asked me what happened out there. You didn't want to know. Wow, Oscar's getting really bold the king here. I had thought that at least you would speak to your own son and daughter, but you lied to them as well. I don't appreciate your tone, young man. You have no idea how much is at stake.
If that's true, Father, then it's because you haven't told us. How much else have you been keeping from me? How about my brother, for one thing? A well-timed arrival, Callum and Dolores slip into the room.
Perfect timing.
The former page appears confused and displeased at finding herself in such company. Both, for now, choose to remain silent and watch the proceedings. Everything we have done has been for your safety. I understand that, but that isn't enough, not compared to the harm that has been done. It is my solemn belief that no one in this room is trying to kill me. Not even Dolores. For all that she did, she never hurt me, and she protected me when I was in danger. I can't say that much for anyone else outside. So what good does it do to waste your resources causing trouble for any of us? Stop punishing my friends! There is something to be said for the wisdom of innocence.
What's done is done. We must play the cards as they are laid. You have a great deal of work to do here. We must retrieve the traitor's corpse and establish some semblance of control. Prince Oscar, the Honorable Miss Valois, you are free to return to your quarters without guard. I understand. Come on, Maddie, let's go.
Free! I am free!
Yay! At last! And the end of the chapter. I don't know, that may have been a bit of a short chapter, but I guess it's an appropriate place to leave off, don't you think? Alright, so we'll just end off here, and in the next one, we'll begin this new one and see exactly what happens.
Sounds good.
Until then, take care, folks.
Bye.